Yo, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Finn and I make beats. We are going to do something very different. I want to put you in the mind state of my mind when I'm actually making a beat. So I filmed a video of me making a beat. I want to walk through the process and what is going through my mind at each step, just so you can kind of get a glimpse into the mind state of each of the steps that I take, whether there is rhyme or reason to why I do what I do. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Let's just check it out. Okay. So sometimes I'll just like sit there, catch a vibe. I'm not really like no crazy spiritual person or whatever, but I just like the smell of incense. So yeah, now we just sit down and I have a playlist on YouTube with just samples. So sometimes I'll just go through, listen to some samples. So throughout the week or whatever, while I'm on YouTube, I'll just like save things and favorite, bookmark them, so that when it's time for me to go back, you know. And these are all good samples because I already pre-picked them, but I'm just kind of just like what I'm in the mood to use. And this is what I ended up using. Had a nice little dark vibe to it. So what I end up doing is just recording it directly back into the MPC. I could download the MP3 and load it the old-fashioned way, but this way is a bit quicker, and I only record the pieces that I need. I cut it just so I didn't get any copyright infringement on YouTube. Load it up, and then we start chopping. Set the first hit, and then we just do the regular old lazy chop method that you guys are used to seeing me do. Meaning I'm pressing each chop as I go along, making a new chop every time I press a new pad. Then what I'm doing is converting it to a new drum track. Now I'm just kind of messing around with the samples and trying to see if I could come up with a pattern that interests me. Messing around with the pitch and speed. I kind of like the way that one sounds a little bit better. Yep. And then now I try to find a pattern and a little turnaround at the end. Just get a little vibe. The funny thing is, even though I'm trying to just be relaxed, something about the camera being on makes me kind of rush and feel like I'm pressured a little bit, even though I know I'm not. So now I'm just tapping out the tempo to get a idea of what the sequence will be. End up going much faster, and then I think I'm gonna end up speeding it up. So I'll just like play it to this tempo just to get the pattern in there, and then I can manually mess around with both the pitch and the speed of the sequence. You can see that I need to speed up the tempo to make it sound a little bit more natural. So I speed up both the pitch and the tempo. Yep, so we're speeding up the tempo of the sequence. Then I'm re-recording it. Just to make it a little bit more natural and play it directly to that tempo. Then I'm just messing around, pressing little chops, see if I can add something in between the sequences to add a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. You know, and I'll experiment. Sometimes I'll just leave it as is. Sometimes I'll add some new stuff. And this is just a 4-bar loop. So now it's time to start messing around with the actual sound. I load up RC20 so I can get that dusty sound, a little bit of that vinyl wobble. I'll turn up the wobble a little bit, yeah. Turn down the vinyl crackle. And I'm good with that. And then I kind of EQ out that high-pitched whistle. It's a little bit distracting maybe. Just tame it a little bit. And then we just sit and vibe. But like I said, because the camera's rolling, it's still a bit more rushed than if I was doing this without the camera on. Okay. So I'm loading up Contact. I think I'm gonna load up a bass sample. So I like retrograde bass, and there is a patch called Basics, Bassics, and I kind of like that one. So I know that the sample is in D minor because I did check it. The MPC will tell you. So now I'm just finding the root note, which is obviously right there. So similar to the samples, I'm just messing around until I get exactly what I'm looking for. It's a very realistic sounding bass, which is why I like it. You can even hear the strings, the rubbing of the strings. I just go simple pattern. There's something about when you're using clip mode, it'll add an extra bar sometimes. If it doesn't loop properly, you just get rid of that so you can see it's 4 bars. Now I'm just messing around with the character and you know, tuning the bass. Really dope plugin if you guys haven't checked it out. Teletone makes it. And I'd hardly ever play the bass before the drums. This is, I don't know, that's just what kind of came into my mind at the time. So I got my delay. I'm back on the sample now. Messing around with the delay. Just give the sample a little bit more of a vibe. Now, what's something I also don't do often is mess around with expansions. But you know, I decided to test out these Marco Polo pad tie expansions. Load to a new track. Like I said, it's almost like I feel rushed when the camera's on, because usually I would just handpick each sound and just make my pattern like that. And listening back to the beat right now, I don't love that snare, but I kind of just went with it. And I'm always just like experimenting with patterns until I get exactly what I'm looking for. Messing with this little hi-hat. Turning the velocity on so that I can play it at different levels to give it more of a groove. And I'm also turning off my quantize. Same thing, like I said, see, it added an extra bar. So just get rid of it. Adding the open hat. And then I gotta do some editing to get rid of the close hat before the open hat so that you can actually hear it. So I'm just going to lay the snare. Always just messing around, experimenting. I'm going to add the mother ducker input to the kicks, both kicks. Which is the side chain compression on the MPC. I'm just doing it from now so that I can let the sample duck out after. But I'm just getting my drum pattern together first. Pretty basic. So yeah, I'm back on the sample now. And I'm going over to Mother Ducker. If I can find it. There it is right there. I have a preset. That's a little bit too strong, so I'll just pull it back a little bit. Just doing it to taste. Now I'm back messing around with the sample, adding little stabs just to give it a little bit of more variation. Then just quickly added that. Unquantized. The first time I played the sample to the metronome, it was quantized. But when I'm adding these little accents, a lot of time I like to unquantize it so that it's like, you know, a little bit more groovy. I'm processing the drums, just adding RC20. I could do a lot more, but just want that little dusty, almost tape saturation sounds. Sending it right down the middle, mono style. I'm actually using the cassette. Pulling back on the distortion because it's a little bit too much, but has a nice vibe to it. This is where we are. Now I'm kind of gain staging, you know, leveling out the instruments, balancing it out, and you add that 404 compression. See I'm a little bit hot. You hold shifts, select all of them, and I'm turning it down. You can't see it on my computer screen, but you can see the master output. It was clipping, so I just turned it down to at least get below 0. I'm killing the low frequencies in the sample even more just to make sure that it's not clashing with the bass line. I'm just messing around with the 404 just to hear how it sounds. And we're just vibing. Just really listening, thinking, does it need anything else, or this is good to go? Getting rid of that drum track because I'm not using it anyways, so just deleting it, cleaning up my session. And what I'm doing is I'm adding another clip on a sample where I can make a B section. So I go to another part of the sample that I actually liked, and I just try it out. record it right away. That's pretty much the beat right there. 2 sections. Now we go back to the original sequence. Yep. Back. B section. That's really it. So that, in a nutshell, is a walkthrough of how I make beats and my mindset when I'm cooking up. For some reason, I sometimes feel the pressure of the camera being on. I don't know if it's like I feel like I'm wasting hard drive space, or I don't know, something about the camera being on makes me cook faster. And that's not necessarily a good thing, but this is, just where what I'm thinking at the time when I'm doing all these things. That's just how my brain works when I'm cooking up. If you guys want me to do more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well, let you know when I'm dropping. If you're new here, my name is Finn. I make beats. Peace.